Do I accept myself enough to not be hurt when other people don't accept me for who I am? Do I still accept myself? That's something that we frequently have to ask ourselves in relationship to other people. At the end of the day, it does not matter if other people accept us. It matters if we accept ourselves. Can you accept yourself enough despite your flaws, despite the things that you don't like about yourself? Can you still approve and love and accept who you are, regardless of that? And this doesn't mean that we are blind or ignoring or bypassing our flaws, the parts of us that aren't that great. As long as we continue to work on those things, that's what matters. I used to be really hard on myself for making mistakes or for not getting things done right. And one of the things that's really helped me is the idea of I'm getting better. So instead of saying I'm not good enough, or I'm not doing this good, or I'm doing a poor job at this, it's reframing it to I'm doing better. I can do better. I'm going to do better. Tomorrow is a new day and I'm going to do better. It's flipping the thought of I'm not good to I'm getting good. A lot of this is subconscious. A lot of this is in the 95% of the brain that we are not aware of, right? The conscious mind is 5%, 95% of how we think and how we perceive the world is subconscious. And a lot of that is imprinted from childhood, from the ages of 0 and 7 years old. So a lot of our subconscious beliefs about ourselves. Do we approve of ourselves? Do we love ourselves? Do we accept ourselves? How do we see other people, right? Our fears, our shadow, our parts of us that is insecure, it really stems from that time frame. 0 to 7 is key, but before 10 years old is really, really important. And so I think it's really important to dig deep on our past, to look back at our life and see what triggered me in that time in my life. What caused this belief to manifest into a bigger thing as I've gotten older? How did that make me feel? And how has that manifested in different themes and lessons throughout my life? What is the repeated theme that keeps coming up for me? Really asking ourselves the harder questions. And for me, a lot of this work is done through journaling. I had this aha moment of so many fears of mine that have recently come up to the surface. And I really just sat down and I wrote, where is this coming from? What moments in my life did this come up for me? And how did that start this trend, this way of thinking? Doing subconscious reprogramming through meditation, doing shadow work, digging deep and finding those deeper layers and uncovering them and being a detective in your own life. So, I need my notebook. So, here's the thing that I have learned. The things that you like least about yourself are the things that actually need the most acceptance. The sooner you accept the parts of yourself that you don't like, or that you feel shame, guilt, or just disappointment around, the sooner that you heal your shadow self and you subconsciously and consciously can be in alignment with your true self, really. Uncovering the true layers of yourself and digging down to the root of your fears, your insecurities, your triggers, the parts of you that you dislike most about yourself are actually the things that need the most healing, and they're the things that you need to accept the most about yourself. The traits that come most easily to you, in other words, your personality, your natural essence, who you are, what comes very easily and naturally to you and is not hard, it's not hard to embody this, are actually your greatest talents. And I have noticed a theme between my own insecurities and my own shadow with those natural talents and my natural personality. And for me, these shadow traits are assertive, opinionated, overly passionate, if there is overly passionate, and intense. These are traits about myself that are so integral to who I am and who I've always been, but they're the things that I most want to hide from other people. And that's a key thing to note about your shadow self. Your shadow self does not want to be found out. Your shadow self wants to stay hidden. It wants other people not to see that part of you. And that shadow side is only really parent to your closest friends or your spouse or even just yourself or the people closest to you in your life. And often we don't want to share those parts of us with other people because we feel the most shame and guilt around those things. Another thing about your shadow self is that the traits that you most judge in other people, the things that you're more critical of or you're just judgmental of in other people, are actually the things within you that need the most healing. So if you find yourself judging someone, I really encourage you to reflect that back inwards. What is this person showing me about myself that I need healing in? Same goes with people you like. Same goes with people you admire or like people you're inspired by. Uh-oh, these pages are getting really soggy. I share this with you guys today because I have been on a healing journey for the last year. It was actually last summer, a year ago, that I started doing meditation, neural reprogramming, reinforcing new neural pathways in the brain subconsciously, and healing my shadow self. And it's been a year-long journey for me, but it was really activated again for me in a very profound way this last few weeks. And so I wrote down these ideas in this notebook here, which is now soggy and completely filled with water. I wanted to share these ideas with you because these are things that have been really helping me on my own path. All in all, to say, this is shadow work. It's heavy, it's messy, it's not easy, but I really hope that this video inspires you or encourages you to dig deep, whether that's through journaling or, just thinking to yourself or just talking about it with a friend and just, I don't know, send a voice memo to a friend and just allow yourself to ramble and then get to the root of it. And then once you get to the root of it, start healing it, start owning it, start talking about it, start journaling a lot on it, and start tapping on it. If you like EFT tapping, tap on how you love and accept and forgive yourself despite that shadow part that you feel shame or guilt around. And then even better, meditation work, subconscious neural reprogramming work. To Be Magnetic is amazing. It's my favorite thing. I will talk about it with the world. I will share To Be Magnetic with everyone and their mothers because I love it so much. I saw this quote on Instagram recently. And once I accepted that I was embarrassingly cringe, I was finally free to be my true self. How apropos is that? Stepping into that full empowerment of self and that acceptance of self, I have made room for a lot more abundance in my life that I've never had before. This all stems from the idea of everything starts from within. Everything starts here. When you love and accept and approve of yourself first, other people will too. And if they don't, they weren't yours to begin with. They were never meant to stay with you anyway. And as long as you accept yourself, you'll stay rooted in that place, that anchored place, that what other people think really doesn't matter because their acceptance isn't really needed for you. You're good on your own. Anyway, this is me, Leo Moon and all. Have a fabulous day. I'm sending you so much love and joy and encouragement to shine true, be you, and share the light that is within you so that you can light up the world. Hi, welcome to Helena's Fireside Chat. No, not fireside chat, poolside chat. This isn't, what was the president, FDR? FDR had the fireside chats. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hi, welcome to Helena's Poolside Chat. Today, I thought it would be fun. I'm gonna need something to sit on. I can't take myself seriously. I can't take this seriously.